зовут Вердиева. Thank you for joining us. So, what we're going to talk about tonight, Alexander?
Today's topic is dedicated to the 75th anniversary of our victory in World War II. The victory in the World War was achieved by the joint efforts of the peoples of many countries. However, the Soviet Union, the main force of the anti-fascist coalition, played a decisive role in achieving this victory. Over 26 million Soviet people gave their lives for the freedom and independence of their homeland and the whole world.
During the war years, the entire employable part of population was mobilized to work in production and construction. By a decree of a Presidium of the Supreme Soviet of the USSR on the working hours of workers and office workers in wartime of June 26, 1941, the share of women in the structure of the total number of workers and employees reached 33%. In 1942. And now our correspondents will tell you more about this.
Good evening. I'd like to talk about women's contribution to hostilities. Do you recognize her? Of course. This is Lyudmila Pavlichenko. American journalists call her Lady Death. During the Great Patriotic War, a female sniper destroyed 309 Nazi soldiers and officers. In October 1943, she was awarded the title Hero of the Soviet Union.
Next one is Maria Tsukanova, the 20-year-old medical instructor of the 355th Separate Marine Corps Battalion of the Pacific Fleet, became the only one woman to be awarded the title Hero of the Soviet Union for the war with Japan. In August 1945, in the battle for the Korean port, Seishin removed 52 wounded paratroopers for the battlefield.
And also, we should not forget about Vera Kosheva, medical officer, a hero of the Soviet Union. During the war years, saved the lives of hundreds of fighters, commanders who personally carried out of the battlefield. One of the first women to receive the award of the International Committee of the Red Cross is the Florence Nightingale Medal.
Just few people know about this strong group of individuals. The female regiment of night bombers led by Bereshenskaya. Despite their menacing name, night bombers were low-speed training vehicles, U-2, which at one time had the nickname sewing machines from Germany. But it was these small aircrafts which did not pose any threat to the Germans. That later brought a huge number of deaths to the enemy.
Thank you for cooperation, Eliza and Barbara. Now our next correspondents will tell us more interesting facts about that time period.
Hello, now I am in Victory Park on Warship Mountain, in front of the Statue of Nations. And we would like to tell you about the contribution of several people with brave personalities in war. Since February 12, 2009, the United Nations has been declared the International Day of Child Soldiers. According to various sources, up to several tens of thousands of miners took part in the hostilities during the Great Patriotic War. But only 5 soldiers of the Great Patriotic War were awarded the titles of Heroes of the USSR. The first young man of this chart is Marat Kazay, 14 years old, member of the Partisan Detachment, intelligence officer of the headquarters of the 200th Partisan Brigade named after Rokossovsky. Participated in raids, undermined the trains. For the battle in January 1943, when wounded, he raised his comrades in the attack and made his way through the enemy's ring. Marat received the medal for courage. Our next soldier is Vale Kozin, 14 years old. Partisan scout in the squad named after Karmeluk, the youngest hero of the USSR. In October 1943, a young fighter scouted the location of the Hiltas underground telephone cable, which was soon blown up. Vale also participated of destruction of 6 railway levels, a warehouse. And the last soldier of our today's topic, Lyonya Golikov, 16 years old. Scout of the 67th Detachment of the 4th Leningrad Partisan Brigade. In 1942, he joined the squad, participated in 27 military operations, exterminated 78 German soldiers and officers, blew up 2 railway and 12 highways bridges, blew up 9 vehicles with ammunition.
To summarize, despite the well-known fact that the men were mainly at war, women and children also displayed perseverance and courage. Our correspondents provided information that proved the considerable importance of their activities.
We must not forget that the war affected everyone, regardless of gender, age or race. In the war, it would not have been possible to win without the stamina of such people who both at the front and in the rear contributed to the struggle against fascism. The Second World War showed all the power of the Soviet people who relied in the face of this threat and showed incredible strength and bravery.